Hello, can you hear me?
What's up, you guys? Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful, here with a name you know. It's a tradition.
It is
every year at WrestleCade.
Yearly.
Yeah, I actually met you at what we call, was it RiddleCade?
RiddleCade,
RiddleCade.
yeah.
Our good friend Chris Riddle hosted an event, and that's before you were a wrestler. And then every year since then, you have been a wrestler, a performer, a signing here at WrestleCade.
Yes.
Being from this general area, what does that mean to you?
Oh my God. So the first time I ever went to WrestleCade as a fan, I was like, you know what? I made a goal for myself and I said, I'm going to do this next year, but have my own table. I'm going to be the one signing autographs, meeting fans. And fast forward, I did exactly that. And I've done it for the past 3 years now.
I know you're like placed nearby some people that like inspired you, and you're signing alongside a lot of the people that you were tweeting about back when you were just a little Stan account.
I know.
Emily.
Soraya's literally going to be right beside me tomorrow, and I'm going to cry. But I literally have Allison Danger beside me.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
listen,
great.
One of the more respected names in the industry.
Yes.
At that, as we just had a familiar face to everybody at this table walk by. But last year, I know that when we spoke, you had done a little bit of ROH stuff. You've done some additional extra stuff. You've been backstage at AEW ROH.
Yes.
How was that for you?
I always love working for them. It's always an amazing time. Catering's really good.
Really? What? Tell us about the catering spread there.
So, okay, I'm a very picky eater.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Chicken tenders? Is that what they?
no.
Okay.
They have like actual chicken. I don't need actual chicken, guys.
Listen, you're gonna have to.
I
Eventually.
like fake chicken.
You're gonna
Does
have
that make
to.
sense? I like Tyson chicken nuggets.
Yeah, but
It has to be the dinosaur ones too.
you're gonna hit that age where you gotta eat that real chicken.
I know, but I do eat their fruit. Their fruit's
Okay.
really good. And then when they have all the snacks come out, I also eat that.
What kind of snacks do they have? Are we talking like Welch's fruit gummies,
Yes.
or is it gonna like healthy snacks?
Last time I went, they had Lay's potato chips, and I ate like 3 bags of them.
My God. And I know you got put through the mat as well during one of your appearances there. How was that?
So, okay. I got a good drop kick in my throat. It was such a great time. The funny thing is, I don't know if they would care, but certain people now know me backstage because they're like, oh, you're the girl who got the drop kick in the throat. I said, yeah.
I also know that you're heavy into PWJ and part of getting your own trading card as well. How is that for you, like, to see your career unfold, get things like trading cards and all that stuff where you are immortalized in the way that you were just a few years ago, like looking at some of now your peers?
So it's crazy because I actually had a card with PWJ when they were just a card company. And then they decided to start up a company for wrestling. And their first show is in January. We've had 3 shows now. And at the second show, I became the inaugural PWJ Women's Champion. And I actually just got done defending that title against Billy Starks, Allie Katch, and Brittany Brooks.
And as we sit here, the match hasn't happened yet, but as we film this, you got a match that I look at, and I if anybody's been listening to my Q&As, they've heard me mention your name, Izzy's name, Eric Academia, Brittany Brooks, like for top
All the
prospects.
All the
like,
girly pops.
Lots of great prospects there. You are regularly in there with a lot of the fellow top prospects. Who has taught you the most in the ring while you've been in the ring?
While I've been in the ring?
Yes, while you've been in the ring.
Billy Starks,
Okay,
110%.
yeah.
So when I wrestled her, I was actually very sick that day and had no voice whatsoever. Could barely function, was very tired, and when we were in the ring, she was talking me through everything. She was like, we're going to do this, this, and this. And when we got in there, I was like, I'm going to forget everything. Like, I'm screwed. But she made everything so easy to flow together. And like, if I got lost, she was like, okay, like, we're just going to do this. And I'm a very, like, anxiety-filled person, and
Sure.
I'm like, guys, I don't know what's going on. I don't even know my lefts and rights from each other. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. But she was very helpful and still one of my favorite people. And also Allie Katch in that match. Love Brittany.
She's great.
But I'm beating her ass.
A question I like to ask indie wrestlers: how many miles are on your car? Because I know you make the trip from Virginia to New Jersey regularly. I know you paid way too much for your car. I know
yes,
that
he knows
because
the
you told me your car.
backstory
I
of
know your car payment.
So,
Because I was like, you need to refinance that thing. That was not a good deal.
I have 122,000 miles on that car.
Okay, listen. What kind of car is it?
2019 Nissan Rogue Sport.
I've had a Nissan Rogue. That's a good car. It'll last you for another 100,000 plus. You're good there. Got to refinance that bad boy though. They didn't
sell that bad boy.
They got to teach financial literacy. It ain't working. But I know that you do put in those long trips.
Yes.
And I mean, you are putting in the miles and all that stuff. Are there any places specifically that you look at and you go, okay, I've got a goal of working there or doing that on the Indies specifically?
New Texas Pro.
Okay.
West Coast Pro. I love the West Coast, and I've only been out there 2 times.
West Coast Pro is next level, man. I love it.
They are. And honestly, GCW.
Okay.
I haven't had the chance to work for them yet, and I think it'd be great.
Man, I wish I could relate. I've worked GCW multiple
yeah, but you
times.
lose.
Listen, I've wrestled GCW multiple times.
And what happened last time?
I main evented at GCW.
Effie beat your ass.
Not really. I hit him with a beautiful German suplex.
I'll give you that.
Dumped him right on his head.
I'll give you that.
Cracked him over the head with a chair. Listen, I might be able to have some connections to get you into GCW. I know it's difficult, but it wasn't that hard for me. But anyway, WWE ID, always a conversation that comes up. I saw that look. Always a conversation that comes up. Obviously, you would be a type of person that they look at. What do you think of the ID program, and is that something that you're aiming for?
I see myself just living my dream right now, honestly. And if that leads to a WWE ID contract, if that leads to a TNA contract, a WWE contract, doesn't even matter. The center is taking over in 2026, and all I gotta say is I have some tricks up my sleeve that nobody knows about.
Our friend Muscle Man Malcolm always asks.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he always asks people their Waffle House order, but
Gross.
I know better. What's your Sheets order?
My Sheets order, oh my God, I love their nachos and cheese. It's so good. I'll get nachos and cheese, a Dr. Pepper, and then I'll get like one of the big cups of curly fries.
You eat like Beavis and Butthead, and I know you're too young to get that reference.
No, I know what that is.
But you eat like Beavis and Butthead do. Like.
No, I just eat like a 4-year-old. Honestly, I just eat like a 4-year-old.
Emily, tell the people where they can follow you, support you, and check out what you're doing.
You can find me on all social media platforms at Emily Jaye Pro.
We thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, my friends, we are out. Everybody knows by now that NordVPN.com is a must-have for wrestling fans, especially WWE content. But it's not just that. Wrestling and combat pay-per-views as well. Maybe there's an MMA pay-per-view that you want to buy. Maybe there's an AEW or TNA pay-per-view you want to buy. Well, overseas, they are paying much less than what we are here in the States because those shows are going on in the wee hours of the morning. So download NordVPN.com/Fightful. Subscribe at the very basic tier, a few bucks a month on average. Change your virtual location and buy it through one of those pay-per-view providers and immediately save up to half on what you're paying on pay-per-views. That will effectively pay for a year of NordVPN.com/Fightful in itself. You can't afford not to have NordVPN.com/Fightful if you are a pro wrestling fan, whether it be WWE or something else. Works on all devices and all operating systems. NordVPN.com/Fightful.